Okay, good evening, everyone. I am currently running a test for, trying to see and make sure that you can hear me and everything is intact. So if you can hear me, can you just like drop in the comments, that is because I can see your comments right here. Okay, can you drop in the comments? Let me know that you can hear me. Just hello, just tell me where you're joining in from, where you are currently residing. Yeah, can we just do that? Let's see. Where are we joining in from? Which part of Nigeria? Which part of the globe are we? Where are we? Okay, I see we have someone from Lagos. That's Folakem.
We are called to serve humanity, endowed with the art and science of caring. We are built on
Hello? Hello, Nurse Martins, can you hear me? Come on, Mike. Hello, am I audible? Hello? Mm. Hello?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm sure you can all hear me. Okay, so without much further ado, we're just gonna hand the mic over to our PRO. That's the person of Nurse Amina MZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see her. She's already live. Sharing her screen. So yes, Nurse Aisha, over to you, please.
Hello. Am I audible? Nurse Martins, can you hear me?
Yes,
Anything
but
that's
barely
happening.
though.
Okay. So, wait, I need to fix my mic. I'm coming.
Hello. Okay. Sorry for the sorry for the delays, everyone. It's just this is a fairly new streaming service we're using.
Hello?
Okay. So yes, we're trying to get used to these things.
So, can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes,
So good
yes, we
evening,
can. We can.
everyone. I am Nurse Aisha MZ, the PRO Nigerian Foreign Association. I will be leading the discussion today. So I think we've wasted 10 minutes already. So without further delay, we'll start by opening prayers. I need every one of us to individually pray for 30 seconds. Let's pray individually for 30 seconds. Okay. So next on our agenda is the national anthem. It will be played audio. Now, Martin, can you play the national anthem? The national anthem.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up.
Thank you very much. So next, we're going to play the national anthem, of course. Since this is a panel for all nurses, so definitely have to play the nurses anthem. Martin.
We are called to serve humanity, endowed with the art and science of caring. We are built on integrity and discipline that transcends through every generation. Immaculate and amicable, we are the sort of hope to ailing ones, and the foundation for building a healthy world. Together we shall stand. No seas of grace, no seas of caring, an epitome of humility and service. We are specially ordained for this vocation. Yes, I'm proud to be a nurse. From the far we have gathered with one goal to uphold the good name of our profession and for neatness and splendor, you for understanding, R for responsiveness, S for selfless service, I innovative and initiative, N for nobility, G for gentleness and love. No seeds of grace, no seeds of caring, and epitome of humility in service. We are specially ordained for this vocation. Yes, I'm proud to be a nurse.
Thank you for preparing Martin for the national anthem and Northeast anthem. I know most of us don't know how to play the North anthem. I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that too. I actually didn't know about the Northeast anthem until I got back to Nigeria. Anyway, without further waste of time, I will do a brief introduction of the NAFTRAN's executive. Yeah. So I'm going to start with our respected president, not Aliyu, who's currently at India, rounding up his MSc. Yeah. So we have the vice president, Nurse Hafsat. She's presently working in Kano State. Yeah. Then we have Nurse Aisha MZ, that's me. I'm there on Nigerian Foreign Trained Association. Then we have Nurse Martin, who is our NAFTRANS administrator. I'm sure some of us know about him. He has been very hardworking and he has helped a lot with all the NAFTRANS issues. Then we have Nurse Aisha Muhammad Adam, our treasurer for Nigerian Foreign Trade. Yeah. So all our funding are with her. And anyone wants to donate, you can contact her. Then we have Nurse Stella. She's our financial secretary, currently not online. Then we have Nurse Karim Abdul Karim. He's also presently serving in Sokoto. Then we have Nurse Biniad Oxygen. She's the NAPTRANS creative graphic I can't remember. So yeah, these are the NAPTRANS excos. We've been the ones like carry the association along and helping with any issues related to this association. So that's a brief introduction of the NAPTRANS representative. Next will be a brief um, a brief explanation of NAPTRANS and what we do by Nurse Martin and how to become a foreign trained nurse in Nigeria. It's going to be very brief. So Nurse Martin, over to you. issue. I'm so sorry, the technical issues. You know how the Nigerian network can be. Martin, carry on, please. Give us a brief explanation about Nigerian Foreign Trade Association.
Hello, good evening. Yes, hi everyone. Good evening. I am so sorry for the break in transmission there. My network here is like, for those of you in Osun State, okay, the network sucks, okay. But anyways, thank you all very much for tuning in this evening. Um, Thank you very much for tuning in this evening. My name is Nurse Ayube Martin, the NAFTRANS, the NAFTRANS administrator. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 I'm sorry. My network here got disconnected. So trying to. Okay. So thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. Like I said, my name is Nurse Ayube Martin, the current NAFTRANS General Administrator. Um, so with regards to what we have, about NAFTRANS. Okay. Now about NAFTRANS. Now NAFTRANS is an association for foreign trade nurses. Okay. In summary, it's, the meaning of the name NAFTRANS is a Nigerian Association for Foreign Trade Nurses. I mean, pretty easy. Okay. Now it's an association that was put together to, to provide support, individualized support to foreign trade nurses, nurses that are trained outside of Nigeria. Okay. Now, over time, this association has actually been running. It started from its efforts and from scratch somewhere around 2016 2017. Okay, and that was where the fight for the change of this adaptation thing from 18 months to the 6 months plus 1 year internship. That's where we all started. Like it was from the association that change came about. Okay, that was before it became an association. Okay, but officially became an association sometime earlier last year. Okay, that's 2020. So that's sometime earlier 2020. Um, that was where we started organizing and put together a structure and administration. Had this association put together and all of that. Okay. Now, as far as to what we do goes, we provide support for our nurses. Okay, we have our tutorials, we have our plans for advocacy. We have a bunch of many different activities. The individualized support again that we provide to members. We have sometimes we serve as the liaison between the nursing council and the foreign trained nurses. We've helped in troubleshooting some of the challenges that people have. Okay, now today's session isn't so much so about NAFLEX, right? So I'm gonna leave that. We're gonna have to schedule that for another day, and move on to. We're gonna move on to like something else. So yes, thank you very much for the time. Over to you, Nurse Aisha.
Okay. Without much delay, we have Mr. Usman with us online. We all know him as the registration officer at Nigerian Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. So yeah. So I'm going to hand over the panel to Mr. Usman. I will be calling out some few questions and he's going to answer them for us. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for inviting me for this great discussion, and I really appreciate your concern to invite me into this great discussion that you people, as a foreign trained registered nurses, has organized an association in order to have the junior ones coming from to have easy access on their registration modules, as well as to unite yourself as a one family in order to pursue one or two things in the country that will make your registration or your certificate betterment for the whole country. And thank you once again. Maybe I'll entertain some few questions with regards to registration modalities for foreign train and other things that concern it. Then we should know what to do next. Thank you. Hello.
Does I say your mic is muted? You can. Okay, you've unmuted it now.
Okay, I've unmuted it. Mr. Usman is offline, right? I think he went offline. Okay. So I think we'll
Yes,
have to
yes.
wait
He
for
just
him to
went
come back.
offline now.
Yeah, I think we'll have to
Okay.
wait for him to come back online
Yeah.
for the questions.
Okay. So while we wait for Mr. Usman, I'll just take the time to run through, the process for becoming a foreign trained nurse. Okay, I'm sure this has been circulated on the various platforms time and over again. But I think we might
Please,
as well,
Ross
since we have
Martin, check
a little
if
bit of
he's
time, we
at the
might.
backstage so that we can put him back in.
Okay, yes, he just came in now. Let me just give him.
Okay. Sorry, sir. So the question goes: is there a list of accredited institutions that can be made to the public so that people that don't go to unaccredited institutions, so that people will not go to unaccredited institutions to study outside the country?
Um, we we cannot say no, but the only place that we use to authenticate any foreign institution is by having an evaluation letter from the Federal Ministry of Education. The Federal Ministry of Education, they are the one that has all the list of the foreign institutions that have been approved by the federal government. Council don't have the power to go outside the country and accredit the institution, but the Federal Ministry of Education should be able to give a list. If you want a list, maybe you liaise with them, maybe from them and get the list. But we do not have a compiled list of all the foreign institutions. That's why if you people come in, we will now give you an evaluation letter to go to Federal Ministry of Education and evaluate the school you attended. In most cases, or in some cases, we do have some negative feedback from the Ministry of Education that so school it doesn't have approval. Then from there we'll tell the applicant that this is what the Federal Ministry of Education said. And the accreditation is ongoing. You may start a program in an institution that have an accreditation. Maybe before you finish, the school will lose accreditation, and it is going to affect it because as you come back, when we write to them, they will tell us that the school don't have accreditation at the time we are writing. So that's why we don't give the list out because you may start and you to be disapproved. Likewise, we have the same issue in Nigeria. You see, some school will have accreditation now. Maybe after 4 3 years, they will lose accreditation again.
Okay. Thank you for that, sir. So the next question: most of our members do have problems during registration. Like, what causes decline in application during the registration process?
So we cannot.
Some some members after registration they get a response email of decline.
Hello, sir.
Hello? I
Okay, I
think
think it's possible
it's
his
network.
network is, yeah, his network. Hello.
So, okay.
He's back.
I think Mr. Oscar is coming back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah. Yeah, he's back. He's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Did you get the last question, sir?
No, no, no. I got the first one concerning the list of the foreign institutions.
Accredited universities, yes. So the
Mm.
second question is, what causes decline in application during the registration process?
Um, Most likely, if you look at it, there is some people. I think Martin will bear me witness because sometimes some applicants will go to cafe. You give your document to a cafe man to make application for you. He will impute wrong name, either wrong date of birth. Some they not even put date of birth. There's a time that Martin, I think he came to my office to sort out one or two issues. He was humble because what the applicant was trying to tell him was contrary to what he saw on the system. You will see they will put attach certificate, attach whatever. They won't attach anything. They will send it blank, and some attachment cannot be opened. You will get it, and that's why sometimes in most cases, if we disapprove application, an applicant will not see because the email he put on the application is not a valid one, or there is a mistake on it. Problem of email, if you miss comma, it will go to somewhere. So definitely
Yeah.
that's basically that what normally happens. And some of these applicants will tell you they did not see application, they did not see our response, and meanwhile if you come, we'll just open and show you whose email is this. He said he has not been working with this email again. He has closed that email. How do we know that? So in most cases, you'll see that the input or the biodata that have been imputed by the applicant, if it is wrong, honestly, he will be getting wrong feedback. That's why you see some people, and badly is that some people may have more than five applications. Five. They will do one today, one tomorrow, tomorrow, next month, and it's affecting the system. And
Yes.
if you ask applicant which application are you talking about, he will give you, hey, I have this application number, I have this application number, I have this. Which one are we working on? We don't know. And each one has been worked on, either positive comment or a negative comment. But he has not worked on it. He didn't go back and check. And there is where you can check the status of your application. You will see the application either approved, disapproved. Then you, if it is approved, disapproved, you check update disapproved application and you update it. If it is approved, okay, check the pay application fee and pay your and make your payment for application. That's how we normally put the application. And honestly, uh, I can tell you that if you apply today, within a couple of time, council will respond to you. You either get the mail or you didn't get the mail. But according to us, we have already acted on it and we don't have any pending issue on that.
Okay. Thank you for that response, sir. So the next question is, how do we as foreign trade nurses go about upgrading our license to include RM, registered midwifery, or registered public health aid?
But okay, mention anything. Uh, okay, how you
Hello,
people are
sir.
going to
Yes, get
update
the
your
registered
license?
midwifery. Yes.
The only unified way of getting it for now is for you to, after getting the RN, because the policy stated that all the foreign friends they should get the basic. If you have the basic registration, you registered as a nurse, you have the RN, then you now go to any school of specialty in the country to apply for any specialty you want to apply for, either midwifery, either public health, either peri-op, anesthesia, A&E, any of the specialty of interest. then you apply and you get admission because we have the prerequisite of the
Okay.
admission. Because the
That's like
basic
the base.
prerequisite for admission is that you must be RN and you have the O level. You have your RN and you have O level, so you get admission like any other registered nurse in the country.
Okay. So there's this question again that there is what are the reasons for the high failure and low pass percentage during the council exam? And what do you
That
think are some possible solutions that can help the foreign trained nurses? Hello, sir.
yes.
What are some of the reasons for the high failure and low pass percentage during the council exam? Um,
Uh, I, I think council is objective and in the exam process from the examination, marking and everything because the standards of the examination and everything for the exam is uniform in the country. There is no specific exam for the foreign train. Uh, I think that question goes back to same you and your people. Because if you train outside this country, if you come back, you're supposed to show people that you read outside the country, not in the country, not within the country. This exam is the same exam with the School of Nursing students that are having diploma, 3 years program, and they will write. Some of these school of nursing students will come back with distinction, and while some foreign trained are failing with that exam. Why? Do you get it? You're supposed to show
yeah,
different that you have BSc, and even your BSc is not in the country, it's
It's
outside the
not in the
country.
country. Yeah.
The school you attended is higher, better than the one in Nigeria. And you see a foreign train writing the first, second, third attempt and eliminated, and he has BSc in nursing. And somebody that is in school of nursing wrote first attempt and got distinctions. Do you get it? So honestly, you have to checkmate and find out what the reason, why is it happening like that with your own students. Sit down with them and find out if there anything, because we used to go to monitor the exam and we used to see if there is anything that is happening with the students.
Yes, sir. We're listening.
hello.
Hello, sir. Okay, so Mas Aisha, I don't know if you can hear me, but you see this issue of you know, uh, the fail and the success rates. Okay,
Yeah.
now you see, okay, he's currently not online. Otherwise, I would have actually wanted to point this out. We've had a number of nurses complain of a number of different things. Okay, take for instance, there was a case that was brought up to us. If you remember, I had brought this up to the executive body, and it was the issue at one of the departments. Okay, now at that department, the challenge they were facing was, the department was asking the foreign trained nurses to make some payments which we're not supposed to pay. Okay,
Yeah.
now this issue, that issue was brought up to the nursing council, but of course, the nursing council requested an official appeal, okay, to take it up. Okay,
Okay.
now that is one situation, that's one instance. Of course, whether or not that later affected the candidate is what we are waiting for to see from this result that is about to come out. Okay. Now, then a few days, that was sometime last week, I received a complaint from another, from another department altogether. And then the candidates were complaining that, the candidate was complaining that she was scared. Okay. She was scared because she didn't know what was going to be her fate, in the sense that, um, their pre-council exam that came out, that they wrote before the main council exam. Okay. Just before the pre-council exam, the lecturers at that department made some sexual advances on them. Now, whether or not that is true, okay, is subject to investigation, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay,
But wait,
but
let me ask you this.
yes, yes.
If they have this kind of challenges, do they report it back to the council?
No, see, that's another issue that needs to be dealt with. Okay, you can't keep coming out to say, okay, take for instance now, when they come up with this complaint, with complaint as serious as this, the question, like the official, the issue when you take it to the nursing council is all most often, and Mr. Usman has been very supportive, I have to admit. Okay,
Yeah.
but then the authority of Mr. Usman is quite limited. You understand? Oftentimes his response is something along the lines of, okay, they need to make an official appeal, like make an official request for the nursing council to investigate the matter and take actions. But you
So
see,
this
our
was reported to
nurses,
him.
yes, not the one of the sexual advances, okay, but the previous one where the candidates were told to make some extra payments, okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you talk to the nurses, our fellow foreign trained nurses, by the time you talk to them and tell them, okay, look, you need to make an official complaint. If you have any proof, attach it such that the registrar can take action. The registrar is interested in our well being as foreign trained nurses. You understand? But you see, our nurses are scared.
Yeah.
Okay, you see our nurses, you hear someone saying, okay, take for instance, one of the nurses that was complaining about the sexual advancement, I was like, okay, during today's session I was going to, like, from my WhatsApp, I'm just going to like stream the voice note, and so that Mr. Usman as well can hear and everyone can hear. I feel like no way everyone will know her voice and know that she's the one. I mean, from a population of, at the very least, 250 nurses, what makes you think everyone will single out your voice and, like, okay, this is not voice of so and so person. I
And
mean,
no one
if
is
it's
going
me,
to
I get
deny
it.
her of her registered nursing license.
Exactly.
Never. This will never happen. So if
So,
something
like,
like this happens to you, feel free. I'm now
to
talking to
speak
everybody.
out.
Speak out your mind. If possible, go to Abuja, visit the registrar, report it to him.
I
You
mean,
don't have
like,
to hide your identity for something that can affect you.
exactly. Okay, Mr. Usman still isn't back yet. I'm not
He's
sure
not at
why.
the backstage.
No, he's still not at the back end yet. I'm not sure why. Let me see if we can have
I think he has
someone
answered
else
most of the important questions
question.
except the problems at the adaptation center, like the
Census.
hostility
Yeah,
and why we can't be posted to for internship,
for
just
internship.
like we're being posted
Yeah,
for adaptation.
for adaptation. Yes. Okay, and then we have a number of questions even from the
At
comments
the
here.
comment section. Yeah. And he's
Yes.
not
Okay.
answered.
Yeah. How true is it that if you can log into the portal, you pass, and if you can't log in, you failed? Want to know how to? Okay, look, this is something that I have said over and over again. A lot of people have been bombarding my. In fact, honestly, on several occasions, I like just turn off my phone, like just tune out of WhatsApp, right? Like too many messages. Some persons have called me that some people were like a lot of people were also messaging him. Somebody called me and like some people were messaging him to like ask, and everybody is worried and anxious. See, we understand your anxiety, okay? But again, the only sure way you can know whether or not you have passed this exam is not by whether or not your portal opens. Okay, don't forget it's your index number that you are using to open this portal. And for some people, their index number was created, like it was registered and fixed immediately. They were sent for adaptation. By the time you go to the indexing office, we've been able to work hand in hand with the nursing council for quite some time now. And there was a time, literally every week, I was going to the nursing council to go rectify one issue or the other. Okay. And then when you enter the indexing office, you will see the indexing officer will just like, okay, look, it's one of your nurses that see, this is one of your nurses. I'm trying to fix their indexing. I'm trying to register them for the exam. Look, again, wait. Tomorrow, latest tomorrow, all the departments should have concrete information about the outcome of the results. That's the November result, exams results. Okay, by tomorrow itself, you can go to your heads of your respective heads of department and talk to them. Ma, sir, please, like our results. Okay, we're hearing that a number of results have been withheld. The reason why they've been withheld, quite frankly, I have no idea. Okay, but I was actually hoping Mr. Usman would be able to shed some light on that so that we can,
Yeah,
we'll know
that
what
is it.
exactly is
Yeah.
happening. But yeah, right now it's not online. So as far as the results go, please, 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 let's try to exercise some patience. Okay, a lot of information is going out. We get that you are anxious. Even before the result came out, I know personally I was also very anxious. Okay, so yes, we feel your
Um,
anxiety. We understand your
sorry for
anxiety.
cutting you,
So please,
African.
sorry.
Um, sorry for cutting you. Let me call him
Yes.
and ask why he went offline. If he can get
Yeah.
back,
Sure. Okay. Sure.
I'll step out.
Okay. Fine. Fine. Okay, so please, please, let's try to exercise some patience when it comes to this thing. Okay, by tomorrow, go to your head of department. Okay, talk to your sir. Our results. Other departments have gotten their results. Okay, so please. The next question I'm seeing here is please, what causes the late release of the November? What do you mean by late release? Please, who is this? Oluwa Kemi Deborah. Please, if you could, if you don't mind, just in a different um comment, try to like explain what you mean by this. If you could like shed more light on it, because I just don't get the question. Which, what do you mean by November batch? Like, really appreciate that. Yes. I applied a week ago. Okay, this is from Irewande Adegoriola. Okay, please pardon the voice. Okay. So I applied a week ago. I haven't received any mail or message from NMCN. Each time I check the status of my application, it says record not found. Okay, please alright. Okay, I think Mr. Usman will be in a better position to answer this as well. So also keep this for when he comes. So I'm just trying to answer all the ones that can be answered while our PRO actually gets in touch with him. Okay, our PRO is back. I'm not sure. Okay. The next. Okay. So
So I placed a call to him, but he did not pick.
okay,
So
I guess he's probably driving. Mean like he was in the
yeah,
car when he probably driving. Okay. So I applied a week ago. Okay, record not found. Okay, I applied a week ago. I haven't received any mail or message from NMCN. Each time I check the status of my application, it says record not found. Please advise. Nurse Aisha, do you have any inputs about this?
yeah. Well, I think Mr. Usman has explained this. He spoke about during registration. Some of you go to the cafe or make people do it for you, just like problems we have during NYSC registration. So definitely, if it's not done correctly, maybe the right documents were not put, you will have this issue. Or maybe you might have probably done it more than once.
Once, huh?
Maybe it failed and you kept on repeating. So there will be an error.
Yeah. Okay. 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 So it will mean having to get back down to nursing council to see
Yes,
if there is possibly a case of duplicate application and how they can resolve
yeah,
this.
for the status. Yeah.
Okay, the next question from Talabi Elizabeth. Why are the results of 47 institutions withheld, sir? Okay, this is something that Mr. Usman himself has to
Yeah,
come
he's the
and
only one that can answer that.
yeah, he's the only one that can answer that. We can only give
But we can, Nas
uninformed
Martins,
guesses
I
right
think we
now.
should
Yeah,
jot down some of these questions like this ones,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that even if it's for me to send it to him online and so that he will answer it and then I'll post it back on the group.
On the group,
That's
right?
if he
Okay,
doesn't come back online. We'll try
okay,
and
no
get the
issues.
answers to some of these questions
These questions,
after
yeah.
this session. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
Sorry?
No, 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 it's fine.
Oh, I heard our American scheme.
Okay,
No,
I heard a marking scheme is different from
no.
those who study in. Please, okay, look, please, be careful the information you get and the information you work with. Okay, nursing council. I mean, nursing
Yeah, the
council.
background. Mm.
Okay, look, there is no different marking scheme, please. Okay, that is not true. There is no different mark. There is no separate marking. Look, I have been to the nursing council on several occasions and I have seen the. I did not come in contact with them. Please be careful so you don't misquote me later on. Okay, but I have seen the bags of answer booklets. Okay, after the exams. Okay, now you see everything is together center wise. It's not like foreign trained nurses are one side and then Nigerian trained nurses one side. It's never like that. Okay, so
Mm.
please let's be very very careful the kind of information we entertain. Okay, there is no separate marking scheme. There isn't at all, at all. Okay, so please, there is a certain way that you are expected to answer the questions. Okay, there's a certain way you're expected to answer. I mean, that is typical to any exam. Okay, so it's for you to know how to answer the questions and answer the questions how they want you to answer them, not how you think the question should be answered. Okay, so please. Okay, next question. It's really cause okay. It's really. I'm guessing it's with regards. Okay, yes, it's with regards to the results that have been withheld. Okay, I'm telling you. So they have
Okay.
released all results. Yes, yes. As far as the results being released goes, the outcome, general outcome of the result has already been determined, and then um, you know, knowing for yourself individually and specifically, you have to contact your
But
HOD.
you know
You
about
have to.
this OSCE, I want to know why nursing council feel there was a malpractice regarding OSCE, because OSCE is something that they have not been doing in Nigeria until like 2017, I
Yeah,
think
fairly
2018.
recently.
That was
Yeah,
when they introduced OSCE in
yeah.
nursing council exams.
In the
But
exams,
for us
yes.
that studied abroad, in my school, we used to do OSCE. That's how we do our practical exams. Right from the first year, we do
Okay.
OSCE. So we're used to that. So I don't know why they feel if we pass OSCE is a problem. Honestly.
Okay. So I okay. You said like you said now. For your school, it was actually you're actually used to the OSCE process.
Yeah, I
Now
was
for
used.
us, we did not do OSCE. Okay, we did not
Okay.
do OSCE in my school. Like I mean, those from India, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Especially those from Rajiv Gandhi. Like you interact. It was like live patients. You act. We did our this in the hospital itself, and you pick a patient. You like demo like you actually work on the patient. Okay, and back in our first year, one of my colleague, one of my classmates, yeah, okay, let me not mention her name. She actually had to perform bed bath for a patient right there. The external examiner came and was like, "What's this patient's condition?" She gave the patient, like, okay, this is the patient. And if the patient should say, okay, no, that's not me you're talking about, forget it, you failed the exam. Okay, because like there was that, okay, let's say you're giving a history, patient history now. You have to you have to tell them who exactly the patient is, the patient history. Like it got to a point we had to start pleading with the patient. Okay, like whatever I say, that is your story. Okay, do not do
Yeah.
not. That was us. Okay, so I don't know whether it feels like whether they feel like okay, or whether nursing council feels like okay, OSCE is something that is unique to Nigeria.
No.
And besides, take for instance BUK, Bayero University, Kano. I heard their results was withheld. That's the OSCE result was withheld, and these candidates are candidates that wrote the exams during the last that's the May exams as well, and they had issues where their result was also I think their result was withheld or it was a mass failure kind of situation, or like I can't remember what exactly happened right now. But like they've already gone through the process and now they had to retake the
Yeah,
exam in
doing it
November,
again. Hmm.
right? Now, as they took the exams again in November, like I mean, it makes sense that a lot of them are going to pass the exams, even if it means with distinction.
Um,
Because I had someone call me, one of their reps call me, and like he was really concerned that the information that is reaching them is that they withheld their results, especially the OSCE, because all of them got distinction. I mean, okay, isn't really a bad thing that everybody gets distinction? Like, isn't that what you want? I
and
mean,
it's
okay,
practical for
yeah, I mean,
crying out
it's
loud. It's
practical, right?
practical.
Like,
It's
I mean, I excel more in practical than in the theory works. I tell
of
that to
course.
people, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, again, Mr. Osman has a lot of questions awaiting him here, but probably he's driving and he has something important to attend to. So, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, so hey,
Is there any other question
let me see.
at the
Okay,
comments section?
yeah, that's what I'm checking. Okay, so that means if the portal opens for you, it doesn't mean you pass. Yes, exactly. That the portal opens doesn't automatically mean that you passed. It simply means that the indexing officer has activated your index number. That's just it. It doesn't mean at all that you passed because most of these things are still being done manually at the what's it called, the NMCN office. Okay, for those who have been to the NMCN office, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, please, how true is this link of a thing? Okay, we've already debunked that, so that's not necessarily true. So please, for those who are still watching, who are still viewing right now, thank you very much for staying till now. I think we've actually spent
Mhm.
an amount of time. Please drop your questions in the chat, in the comments. We are trying to respond to as many of them and resolve as many as we can, at least pending when Mr. Usman actually joins the stream again. Pending when Mr. Usman joins the stream again. So please, any questions you have, feel free to drop them in the comment section, and we'll do our best to make sure we answer them.
Mhm.
Okay, okay. Wow, thanks. I,
You're not
I I see the sarcasm
expecting.
there. Okay, I see the sarcasm there. Okay, okay. So
During
yeah,
2018 when they started the 6 months adaptation, we were like the first people that went through it.
yeah, yeah.
So when they said our practical was going to be OSCE, like people were just panicking. OSCE, like even the lecturers in BUK, they
Mm.
were sorry, yeah, in BUK, they were like very concerned about this OSCE stuff. And myself, I was like, what's in this OSCE? What's the big deal? Like
Like, you're already used to
because I was used
it.
to it, honestly.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a new thing.
Okay. But for you, it wasn't a new thing. But for those of us who hasn't been exposed to it,
Mm.
when we heard of Oski, like it was so strange, it was so new. But like by the time our lecturers explained it to us in Uniport, shout out to all the Uniport adaptees here. By the time our lecturers, like helped us, prepared us for the Oski in Uniport. I mean, it really, really elevated,
And it's way
most of the
easier
anxieties.
than the type of practicals they were doing before.
Yeah, yeah. Like yes, it was
It's
much
way
easier
easier.
compared to the one that we
Yeah,
were used to. So.
yeah.
Okay, so next question. Please, is it true that the FTN in BUK are not affected? Okay, so the information that has reached us so far is that BUK result is also withheld. Yeah, I think withheld because of the mass pass in the
I
OSCEs.
have a
Okay,
question, please.
yeah,
Is
yes,
it
please.
only the foreign trained nurses exams that was withheld, or generally?
Okay, quite frankly, that is a question that I have also asked, and I haven't really gotten any credible response to that from anyone yet. Candidates at the various adaptation centers, they are more concerned about themselves than with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
main the students of the school. So yeah, we don't really have credible information with regards to that. So as far as BUK not being affected, we don't know about that, how true that is. But I personally received a call about that their OSCE was held, and because they
So
passed.
if
So
they are
yeah,
not affected, that means they can view their results. And as long as they have not seen their result, that means they are
result,
affected.
yeah.
Right?
So yes, most likely. So they will have to like go back to their HOD to find out and
Yeah.
confirm for sure. So yeah.
Mm.
For those of you from BUK, we wish you all the best. We hope you are not affected, and we seriously pray you are not affected by this results being withheld. If at all you are affected, we hope and pray that it is resolved and rectified at the earliest, so that you can move on with your life and get inducted, and we can celebrate your induction together. Yes.
Then start hunting for
Okay.
internship slots.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
another issue.
Oh yes, and
I
start
think
hunting for internship slots. Yeah.
yeah.
That's where the main battle begins.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's really disturbing. Yes, please don't be disturbed. Don't be worried. We're sure everything is going to be fine in due course. Okay. Okay, we have Okay, what's the take about FTN not being able to write midwifery exam from the school they wrote their nursing exam, except to we have to go for 18 months. It's not really okay. So here's the thing. Now, one thing that people need to understand about how the nursing council is built here in Nigeria is that it is the nursing and midwifery council. Okay. Sorry about that. Now, the nursing and midwifery council are two different blocks. You have a block for nursing, and you have a block for midwifery. Midwifery is a specialty. That's what a lot of people fail to get. Okay, midwifery is a specialty. It's not part of nursing. We are all general nurses by the time we have our BSc nursing. Okay, that is why when you come into Nigeria and you have like BSc midwifery, you won't go through the same process of adaptation that everyone else is going through. If you have BSc in public health, whatever, you're not going through the same process as BSc nursing, BSc nurses. You understand? So it is in the same way that that's why you see that they say, okay, you have to like go through the special midwifery, that is midwifery specialization program. That's for the 18 months. Post basic midwifery, that's basically it. Just like you want to become a public health nurse, you have to do the post basic 18 months. You want to do period post basic 18 months. Any specialty is 18 months in Nigeria so far as it's post basic. So yeah, that is simply why. So
And
not like
I
it's
think
fair.
we don't have to be worried about this because very soon they said all post basic will be turned to masters, right? I think I
Yeah,
had
I
something.
hope yes, yeah. That is the plan now as far as the nursing
Yeah,
community
so
is
if you do
concerned.
your post basic in any specialty, that means in I think it's coming on 2023,
Oh, okay,
the
okay.
implementation. So if they
Listen, okay.
change it to master's level, that means you have your master's in that specialty. So
Yeah, but I think they may have to do a sort of top up program to like get a
yeah, there will be a
master's.
refresher. There will be a refresher course
Right, right.
for those that already
Uh-huh.
have post basic. So there will
Basic,
be a
yeah.
refresher course, and then that's it. And if we can all like go for our masters now, let's do it. It's better. People in the like some people are going for PhDs in nursing now. So BS having a BSc is not the big deal, but upgrade. So I think Nurse Martins is off. Okay. We might have to round up the session now. I don't know if you all can still hear me. Nurse Martins. Okay. So I think Nurse Martins has a network problem. So we might have to end up the session now. For this question, why results of 47 institutions declined or withheld? I'll try and get the answer from Mr. Usman, and I'll update it on the group on the platform. So thank you everyone for joining this session. It was a great discussion, fascinating one, even though not all our questions were answered by Mr. Usman, probably because of network problem. But we'll try and get the rest of the answers from him. So thank you. See you on the platform.